Well, moving along, Brian, should we layeth the smacketh down on the latest episode of As the Bloodline Turns? They had a couple of matches that got in the way on SmackDown last night, Friday, July 7th, I guess. They had a couple of, but once you got past the matches, it was a good wrestling show. What'd you think?
I mean, it was interesting in a number of respects. It was at the Garden. I mean, that's a big part of the story there. And it was a big success at the Garden. And what a big success is now is like 14,000 people or whatever.
No, 15,182 is what they announced.
What did they sell out the Felt Hallway?
Well, yeah. See, but now okay, in this day and age and at these ticket prices, the last thing we're going to do is scoff at 15,000 people. But let me ask you this that nobody has really been asking. They say, well, the Garden of Holes, they used to sell out every month with 19 or 20,000 people, and then they'd sell out the Felt Forum for the closed circuit. And every month, well, yes, everything used to draw everywhere all the time. Isn't that a movie? But they legitimately sold out this setup. I don't know whether it's 15,182 or whatever, but even with the entranceway that blocks those seats off, they legitimately sold this out. Not only that, but they were telling the talent, we can't give you any tickets for family or friends or mistresses or whatever, because we're sold out to the bone. So they were really sold out of tickets. But the question that I want to ask now, that has anybody else asked this? I know the set looks pretty on TV, but what's 4,000 tickets at even the cheapest general admission price for a ticket to Madison Square Garden now, because they announced it was the biggest gross ever in the history of the Garden. So the average ticket price through the roof, even if it wasn't most people. So is it $50? What's 4,000 times 50?
You're good with math.
See, I've already got it. I was asking you.
I was eating a blueberry.
God damn it. Now, you blueberry eating motherfucker. All right. It's 200,000. Is that Purdy set worth $200,000?
You know what? After that Puerto Rico show where we saw a building without a set, and the Garden's a small building. For a big building, it's a small building. And if you lose that set...
It's an intimate 20,000 seat arena. It really is.
Yeah, it's not a 20,000 seat arena. I mean, it doesn't even look like the Garden anymore. You don't see the entranceway. You don't see anything. And there's nothing that actually looks like the classic Garden.
Yeah.
It's just another building. And they never had a long entranceway because it was a smaller... The way it was constructed, again, I'm not going to
Well, it was constructed in the 60s, and that's the way they were constructing NBA sports arenas at that time, where they didn't have all the luxury boxes, and they didn't have the expansive, floor area as much, and a blah, blah, blah. And it's in the middle of New York City, so they were working with space. They got as many people in there as they could. But you're right, when the old Garden... with just like WrestleMania 10, the side entranceway that you saw across from the hard camera, it was 50 feet to the ring. But when you looked out from the ring, there were 19,000 some people, and everywhere you couldn't see any open space. So that's a heck of a view, which I have seen, not to toot my own horn, but toot, toot. But so is it worth $200,000 to have that set?
No. In my eyes, no. How much does it cost to bring the set there?
And set it up. I have no fucking idea. Can you imagine the goddamn trucks hauling all that shit going down through Midtown Manhattan?
34th Street, yeah. I can't imagine, no.
Christ on a cracker. Anyway,